There's been a lot of talk about Republicans trying to take away health care. And I wanted you to hear about it directly from me. Sunday night, around 11 p.m., Republicans quietly released the text of their long-awaited reconciliation bill. They did it in the dead of night for a reason. They don't want people to know what's in it. They've spent months hiding behind closed doors, deciding whose health care they're going to cut, what parts of Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act they can gut, who gets coverage, and who is left behind. This bill would strip health care away from millions of people, and they're trying to jam through it before anyone notices. As a member of the Energy and Commerce Committee, I can tell you, these cuts have to come through us first. We have jurisdiction over many of the programs they're targeting. Now, I'll be honest, the 24 Democrats on this committee, and we don't have the votes to stop this on our own. But we will expose what they're doing. We'll make it as painful as possible for Republicans every step of the way. We'll force them to defend every single part of their dreadful and damaging bill. Here are 3 things Republicans are not talking about. The Medicaid coverage they're ripping away. The roadblocks they're putting up to make it harder for middle-class families to get ACA marketplace coverage. The ripple effects that will devastate families across the country. If this all feels familiar, that's because it is. In 2017, they tried the same thing, ripping away coverage with no plan for what comes next. We held the line then, and we'll do it again. But let's be clear, this bill doesn't stop at healthcare. It strips funding from key energy investments in the Inflation Reduction Act. It rolls back decades of clean air and water protections. And it sabotages public safety, national security, and efforts to close the digital divide by misdirecting spectrum auction revenues meant to support those priorities. I'll have more to say during tomorrow's committee markup, and I'll keep speaking out for as long as it takes, because these massive reconciliation bills have real impact. They shape our future. They affect people in real time. And every member of Congress has a choice to help people or to protect their own political interests. And with this bill, Republicans have made their choices clear: to take health care away from people who can't fight back, to toss out investments we've made in our future, to do it quietly in the middle of the night at the whim of one person, and all to pay for tax cuts for the wealthy donors and corporations. I am not going to let them hide the choices they're making. The stories you shared with me from Sacramento about what Medicaid means to your family, your loved ones, your health, are powerful. I'll be lifting up those voices throughout the markup, because these cuts aren't just numbers on a spreadsheet. They're real people losing the care they need. My Republican colleagues need to hear that loud and clear. So keep speaking out, keep sharing your stories, keep showing this committee and the country what's truly at stake. More soon.